Put me in the game.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck, holding it like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. 47's the mic, boy, 47.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 11 now.
47.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sky Moore, 58 yards. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. First down, Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Nice 13, nice 13. He's coming, he's coming. I'm coming for your son. I'm coming for your son. King.
Mayfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Oh, I think there was a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Again, he finds more. Finding room at midfield. And he's got room. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. A beautiful fake. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Nicole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Chiefs.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big
touchdown. Christian McCaffrey from a yard out. And the Panthers are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Panthers take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That pass complete to Moore. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. The 40. The 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And my goodness, another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Play fake. Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. third down. Here's McCaffrey. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
His throw incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the... And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Credit Corey Littleton blowing that play up. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Steps away. Able to find Gray here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
For Marshall, that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got his man. That's Hardman. On the move past the 40. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. And again, it's Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot. Mahomes throwing on 4th.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it. And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
141 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A little juke. They find some open field here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy.
And now here is another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, they kind of performed.